The Man Cave is proudly sponsored by hippo.co.za. They'll instantly source quotes from a range of car insurance brands so you don't have to. SMS HIPPO to 43298.
You're not my spiritual, you're not my future, you're not my soulmate, but I'm so glad that I met you. You're not my spiritual, you're not my future, you're not my soulmate, but I'm so glad that I met you.
Welcome back to the best cave in the country, the Man Cave.
And coming up, Janez and I explore the Kuchi tunnels in Vietnam, and it's all about adventure and bulldozers with Lunga in Las Vegas.
And on the MCC tonight, we have 5FM DJ extraordinaire, Nick Hammond. Now, Siv, if you were going on an adventurous camping trip, which car would you go for? The Toyota Fortuner or the Ford Everest?
Thank goodness we're just about to find out. For years, the Toyota Fortuner has dominated the market as being the best-selling car in its class.
But now the Ford Everest has arrived to shake things up in the market the way that the Ford Ranger did in a Hilux dominated class.
The two vehicles are somewhat similar in every way when it comes to power, 4x4 capability, space, and price range is about 600,000 Rand.
Yeah, but the thing is with like the 7-seater capacity, it's gotten a bit of like a mommy van kind of tag, like a cheap Range Rover.
I wouldn't say cheap Range Rover, I'd say affordable Range Rover, but they're capable to do the same thing. Let's hear what the experts have to say.
Right here with me is the new Toyota Fortuner. The difference between this and the outgoing model as far as the front end is concerned is that this is about 15 millimeters wider than the outgoing model. So it looks very modern in every way possible.
So what we have is the Ford Everest, the 3.2 Limited, and it's completely brand new vehicle, all new, new features, new technology, new smart redesigned, rugged off-road, but luxurious SUV.
So there we have it from the experts, but now it's time to put these two through the Man Cave test. It's time for the space test. We are going to see how much of this stuff can fit into each of these cars. So it's the Toyota in comparison to the Ford. Okay, this doesn't go down. Okay, that's as down as it goes, okay. Get the big stuff first. Back. No, get the boat.
No. Wait, boat where?
What's up, mate? What's up?
Is it gonna fit in there?
Let's see. Roll your boat. All the way up, boy, like you're riding waves. Ooh, let's go. No, that's not a good idea. Okay, let's take the boat.
Go now.
Okay, that's obviously all your meat and stuff for the weekend. That's the whole family's clothes or Lunga's weekend bag. Everybody needs to dump the occasional dead body, but when you do, let me show you. Take her apart. Get in there. What is this, sir? Why would you put this in? Get up. Combo! Hey, straight line, left you. It's not gonna work, it's not gonna close. Okay, Siv. Pick it up again, bring it back. I don't know why you would need a boxing bag on a camping trip. No. Back first.
Yes.
Tools. Everybody needs tools on a camping trip. Siv. Bah! Oh, hey!
Lots of space. Let's try that one. Okay, now it's my turn. No,
It's over.
it's over.
Okay, you've
over.
won the space test.
It's over.
Now it's time for the off-road test.
We're gonna put it on the low 4-wheel drive. Feels amazing. It feels like I'm driving a normal car on the road. Except for that.
4x4 low is required, which is a setting on the car and obviously gets you down safely. That is the undercarriage scraping.
Once again, it goes over. But I haven't ever done 4x4ing, but I would expect to be able to see the obstacle that's about to come towards me. And here, I can't see anything that's ahead of me. And personally, I find that's a problem.
So you'll see the wheels are spinning because obviously it's in sand mode and we're tipping over.
Here's the biggest test, I would say. We're having trouble here. I've never ever gone 4x4ing in my life, but this car made it feel like I've been doing it forever. The more you drive the car, the easier it gets.
But the car is heavier at the front. And that's all the way straight down. Look at the angle I'm sitting at. It's very scary from the driver's seat. I've left the brake pedal now. All the driver assists are on, and the car is taking itself down the hill. Obviously, I wasn't thinking of doing it in normal mode, but I must say, when everything was on, the car performed like a 4x4.
For me, both of them are great value for money, I have to be honest, and I feel so bad for the people who have these cars and don't take them off-road.
This shows you that you can take it full-on 4x4ing. I enjoyed mine. You enjoyed yours?
Bro, I want to do it again.
Let's get 600K and buy them.
The Fortuner for me definitely gets a kiff. If you disagree, you can sit down. I do not recognize your comment, but this car is kiff.
One kiff would have been enough, but I say that the Everest is a lot better looking, but I'm a sucker for 4x4s. Kiff wall, there we go.
But you love big cars, bro. Overcompensating, outdate.
For me, the important thing when comparing to cars is to look at the overheads, compare the insurance costs, the maintenance, the fuel economy costs, all those kind of things.
For the best insurance quotes, go to hippo.co.za and I'll do it all for you.
Agreed. After the break, Siv and I head to Vietnam.
Ho Chi Minh City!
Good morning.
Oh, morning. So you must be Sue's mom.
Actually, I'm her sister. Nice.
There are comparison don'ts and comparison do's, like using hippo.co.za. They'll instantly source quotes from a range of car insurance brands so you don't have to. You could save hundreds of rands per month by comparing. SMS HIPPO to 43298 or visit hippo.co.za.
Well, I can see overreacting runs in the family too.
For a richer, more rewarding life. Richelieu.
Siv, how on earth did a small country like Vietnam beat the mighty forces of the USA in the Vietnam War?
Cathay Pacific jetted us off to Ho Chi Minh City to investigate.
Everyone knows about the war in Vietnam, where the country was split in two, the Viet Cong in the north and the People's Army of Vietnam in the south.
Famously, the north is supported by Russia and the south is supported by USA.
The war continued for about 20 years, from 1955 to 1975, with the fall of Saigon, when the Viet Cong defeated America.
I'm sure you're asking yourselves at home and cave-ins, how was it possible? How was a northern Vietnamese army able to beat the superpower of the USA with all their advancements and weapons?
Very simple, they still use these tactics today. For example, in Afghanistan, it's called guerrilla warfare or guerrilla tactics.
It's simple. You can't shoot what you can't see.
The Americans relied heavily on aerial bombing, so the only option the Viet Cong or Northern Vietnamese had was to go underground and start fighting with guerrilla warfare. And if you look at it, they actually were facing an enemy that was well supplied.
This immense 200-kilometer underground network of tunnels is called the Cu Chi tunnels. They had hospitals, bomb shelters, they could even escape underwater.
Before, area here is a nothing. It's flash. No tree, no forest, no animal. It's a dead land.
How many Viet Cong soldiers died in the war?
2 million people there.
How many Americans died?
58,000.
So what's the big deal? It's termites.
No, this is the air vent.
No.
Ventilation.
So what, they drilled through to make air ventilation?
They dig the big hole first, and then they take the bamboo inside.
Oh.
They fill it up.
I mean, can you just picture this? Everything is disguised. So imagine you enter this jungle, right? You don't even see that, it's covered by bushes. And there's a piece of bamboo in the middle, so it's the air vent. You never know where they are, you never see your enemy.
No, I don't want to go there.
Basically, the tunnels were built by local people, they were peasants, and they each had an area that they farmed in. So they never ventured into each other's areas. They fought where they lived, basically, and worked, and they fought for their little piece of land. If the Americans had to come through and stumble upon this, they were goners. Same as when they sent the tunnel rats in, they wouldn't know where to go, what to do. Okay, that's a B-52 bomber, right?
You're right.
Wow. Now I understand why you guys went 12 meters deep, because these things were destructive. Strategically, this was an important region for the Viet Cong to be placed, but it must have been very dangerous living underground for so long. What were some of those dangers?
If you don't have a stronger mind, you cannot live a tunnel.
What different types of rooms were in this tunnel system?
Meeting, kitchen, restroom, storage, and have a hospital in the tunnel.
I did see that they had escape routes that were even underwater.
Yes, because the Gucci is a highland. It's too high, about to that 20 meters oversea.
The Americans trained their soldiers to become tunnel rats, especially the smaller soldiers.
Yeah.
So what kind of traps did the Viet Cong set under the ground?
Booby trap inside have the bamboo spot in the small hole, and landmine or grenade inside it.
They used to shoot through these tiny holes. I don't think I can fit in there. Can you get your shoulders through there?
Let's go.
Can I, you go first? You go first, okay.
You go first.
No, you go first.
go first.
I'm cool. I'm cool. You go first.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can I flush the door? You follow a diagonal and you slowly down.
This would be amazing at hide and seek. Could you imagine? Where are you?
There's no bats or anything down there. He go first because if he makes it, I'll make it. So basically what I understand is you go straight, you turn right, there's that fighting bunker which will be a big open space on the left, carry on and go right. Don't get lost, I'd like to see you again. Diagonal.
Oh gee, he made it.
What happens if I panic in there? Will you fetch me? Will you come get me?
Yeah,
You'll come get me, deal. You'll recover my body. Just tell my parents, my kids that I love them, okay?
Yes, I can help you, yes.
Wow. That's crazy. Can't see anything down there. What is that?
All there to the kitchen, and here to the chimney, the smoke comes up.
So they had kitchens underground.
Underground. Very dangerous if they take the smoke direct on the sky. Helicopter fly on top. They can see and they can shoot. They shoot the rockets.
If you had to see smoke, you'd know where your enemy is. Now they're distracting you. It's 20, 30 meters.
You know, when I see smoke, I would know there's fire.
After today's tour of the Kuchi tunnels, there's no ways that I would have spent 20 years under the ground. In those conditions, humidity, fires,
Ridiculous.
the Americans bombing you. I mean, I'm man enough to admit that I wouldn't be man enough.
That's why USA called them the tunnel rats, and I so agree. They were able to do some crazy things on there. And 20 years?
That's why they won. Another thing you can do right here at the Kuchi tunnels is fire the exact weapons they used during the Vietnamese War. AK-47s, M16s, you name it.
Target practice, and I bet you I'm gonna win, man, Kevian. Sit back and relax.
Go! Now that is what I call an incredible trip.
In a misguided act of defiance, while Janez and I were traveling around Southeast Asia, Lunga went to Las Vegas alone. Uno, just him, you know it.
Las Vegas in the Nevada desert is a resort town that's famous for its buzzing energy and 24-hour casinos. Now the focal point is actually the strip itself. It's about 4.5 miles long and it's lined by some elaborate themed hotels and some beautiful casinos. And that. The city of Las Vegas was established in 1905. By 1931, two things happened that would forever change the city and forever shape its future. Construction of the Hoover Dam began and thousands of workers were brought into the city. And secondly, casino gambling was legalized. For years, the city struggled as a small town until Bugsy Siegel, the infamous New York mobster, opened his Flamingo Hotel in 1946. It's estimated that over 14 million people visit the city every single year, and they come for various reasons. The restaurants, the nightclub, the hotels, the pool parties, and of course, the casinos. But the question is, what else can you do? Las Vegas has been called a lot of things, the entertainment capital of the world, the city of lights, Sin City. So I've decided that instead of doing the typical Las Vegas tourist things, I want to do some more out of touch, lesser known, quirky things, you know? So let's see what quirky things I can come up with. The Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign is a Las Vegas landmark, and it was funded in May of 1959. It was erected by Western Neon and designed by Betty Willis at the request of a guy by the name of Ted Rogish. Now the dude was a salesman, so what do salespeople do? Well, sell. And he sold it to Clark County, Nevada. I know it's a very quirky or out of touch, but guess what? It's a very nice place to take a selfie. You know what, guys? Of all the things that I could do in Vegas, you really gonna dig this.
What's your name?
Lunga.
Lunga. It's a pleasure, partner.
Lunga Shabalala. What's your
No, Logan, okay? All right. We'll keep it Lunga, okay?
You can trust my driving, sir. It only took me 7 attempts to get my license.
What we're gonna do with the excavator, I wanna get you to warm it up so that you get the feel for it.
Hope you viewers are okay at home there and you knocked over your TV.
And we are going to get you to spin around, take them down to the other end of the course. Then we'll have basketballs balanced on construction cones out here. We're gonna get you to lift those off there, spin around and put them in this tire that's right here next to the ramp. Okay, keep going. Keep going and stop. And we're going to get you to run it through that slalom course. Excellent. And we are going to get you to push a trench. That's perfect. Keep going. Keep going. Don't raise it. Keep going. Okay, raise it all the way up. Pull back hard. Keep driving. My directions are contingent on you driving. Okay? It's like walking and chewing gum. Okay, stop. Now drop your blade. Get rid of the dirt.
This is so scary, guys. Oh, I'm not holding. I'm used to holding the steering wheel. Why do I just let go? That was so much fun. But guys, there's so much more coming your way. But you have to tune in next week to find out what I'm doing as I play my part in a zombie movie. Duh, duh, duh. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Lunga's Day in Vegas continues next week. Believe me, you do not want to miss that.
And after the break, the one and only Nick Hammond.
Encore une autre histoire d'amour qui commence bien. Des papillons dans les cheveux, de bon matin. Regardez-les sans se soucier de la course folle.
The Man Cave Guest of the Week, brought to you by Richelieu.
Our Richelieu guest of the week, Nick Hammond.
What an introduction.
Indeed.
Even your Nez had some rhythm during that. Like, you're a self-proclaimed nerd. Like, what maketh the nerd?
I don't know, it's a title that was kind of given to me when I was in school because I was very into drama and debating and music, and like most of my friends were the rugby guys and the guys that were like heavy into everything that I wasn't. So I think to them I was a massive nerd, but I've never really considered myself one. But getting older, it seems to be something that people think is now cool, so I'm happy to embrace the title.
So you went to UCT?
Stellenbosch.
Oh, it's not your fault.
Nick, what is this contraption?
Basically, this is 100 drum kits in one.
But can it make you lunch?
It can't make me lunch, no, and I would never allow anybody to eat anywhere near it. Just
Basically, if you have kids and they're musical, you buy this for them.
No, you do not. You tell them to practice and train for 20 years to get good enough to deserve something like this.
How did you get into radio?
after high school, I found that I wasn't involved in anything cultural like I used to be. And then in varsity, I made the stupid decision to go and study investment management. In the second year of that, I was just feeling really deprived and creatively impoverished. And I saw an advert for the campus radio station where I was in Stellenbosch called MFM, and I thought that that was my in back into the creative world, and it was.
And you've got a great show now, Hammond Time. I mean, it's a fantastic show.
Thank you so
What
much.
makes a good show?
Content. I think content is still king. If you're a creator and you're an innovator and you're actually giving the audience something that they can physically take out of the experience, that your show will be good.
Nick, are you feeling comfortable with us right now?
Never been more comfortable in my life, you know.
Fantastic. Shall we do some don'ts and do's?
Let's do some don'ts and do's.
Good. Bubble baths.
Do.
Leave the toilet set up.
No, you shouldn't do that.
Doing the groceries.
I do groceries.
And showering before bedtime?
You should. One should.
One should.
Yeah.
Would you say gym with your lady or don't gym with your lady?
Don't gym with your lady.
Gym or not gym?
One should gym.
Valentine's Day.
I think Valentine's Day is something that you should tell your partner you don't care about, and then on the day do something huge.
Richelieu question of the week. When should a gentleman hold his tongue?
When he starts trending on Twitter.
That's not enough. I keep on going, dog. When I'm trending, I start tapping faster.
Fitness. Keeping active. Sport. You do it?
I used to be so good with that.
There are no excuses when it comes to the Baraka Performance Challenge, however.
Are you sure?
No excuses. Should we go expose you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Mancavians, it's the Baraka Performance Challenge. It's pretty simple, my friend. Nick Hammond, you've got 1 minute to see how far you can go in meters. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom! Come on, Nick Hammond! Come on! All the way! 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning.
The lungs are pumping. It's a burning. It's hectic. Come on. Come on.
7 seconds. Come on! Push hard. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Stop.
Nick Hammond, since 2011, you've done absolutely no physical activity, no sport.
Not really, unless my lift breaks.
You're also a self-proclaimed nerd.
Yeah, hardcore.
My goodness, I'm impressed.
No ways.
That's pretty impressive. I must be honest. I'm pretty surprised with your time. I wasn't expecting much. I have to be honest.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
And therefore, you deserve a bottle of Richelieu XO cognac.
Thank you so much.
For being such a sport.
I'm going to have this when I get home.
Nick, it's been a pleasure.
It has, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Take it easy, man.
The Man Cave Guest of the Week, brought to you by Richelieu.
That's the show, Mancavians. Remember to keep on tweeting at mancave_SA, #MancaveSA.
And our gentleman's tip for the week. Good manners will open doors that even the best pickup lines cannot.
Good night. Bro, you haven't heard my pickup lines, but
I never want to. The Man Cave presenters are dressed by Edgar's.
For a richer, more rewarding life, Richelieu.
Hi, I'm South African DJ and broadcaster Nick Hammond from 5FM, and I'm speaking out against South Africa's rape crisis. South Africa has a culture of rape that is among the worst in the world. We also know that our judicial system has been largely ineffective in dealing with rape, and it is a problem that will only be addressed when we engage in meaningful cultural change and start to educate ourselves in the various ways in which our actions help to perpetuate this evil, vile, abhorrent culture.
The Man Cave is proudly sponsored by hippo.co.za. You could save hundreds of rands per month on car insurance. SMS HIPPO to 43298.
That's cheeky.